Guys, Rhys Chamberlain, Harcourt's the Tuesday tip today. I've got the company director and owner of McLean Building in Alexandra with us. Thought it was probably quite good timing to get a builder to have a chat to us just about how things have gone for builders during the lockdown, and also, you know, some of the pros and cons of either buying a section of building or buying an existing property and renovating it. So, Lachie, here we go, mate.
Yeah, good, thanks, Rhys.
That's good, that's good. So the lockdown, mate, how's it looked for builders the past sort of 4 or 5 weeks?
Oh, it wasn't ideal the first week or so, and the weeks kept leading into it. There's sort of a lot of uncertainty around, so we didn't really know where we were heading. But sort of as we progressed through it, we touched base with clients, and they're all looking pretty, it's all looking pretty good. Everyone's carrying on with what they had planned for before, obviously, COVID kicked in. So, yeah, it's been quite positive.
And what about, like, did you get some inquiry and stuff over that time as well, or?
Yeah, we did. So we had a renovation. They called up, so I've got to go out and have a look at their property as soon as I'm allowed to. So that was also good to get a phone call, let us know that people are still planning on doing things.
Yeah, good. So coming out of the lockdown, you guys go back to work tomorrow, obviously. You know, how's the next few weeks looking for you?
Yeah, we'll sort of pick up where we left off and just chip through it until we can, like I say, get all the materials and stuff we need, because that'll be a hold up.
Yeah,
but,
right.
It'll come right.
And what about, so say, you know, you're thinking about you're in two minds about either building a property or buying an existing property and renovating. There's pros and cons to each. So for a start off, if you're thinking about building a property, what are the good things about, you know, just building from new?
Well, building from new is great because you can go in and get exactly what you want. You sit down with your architect or draftsman and tell them what you want, and they'll come up with something, and then you can fine-tune it from there. So it really is a great way to go. And
you've got a new house, I suppose, at the end of it, as opposed to something that's already existing. But there are some issues we've got around at the moment with building new houses. What's that, mate?
Well, the main issue is there's no land to build any on.
Yeah.
So that does make it hard. People are wanting to build, but there's a very limited supply of sections.
Yeah. We've got a couple of new subdivisions coming up, but they've been a while. It's been a lot of talk about them. There's been little action, but I think they've started to kick on now, so that's good. What about if you're thinking about maybe you don't have the money to build from new straight away, so you decide, right, I'm going to buy an existing property and put some work into that. What's some good things about that?
Well, renovating's great because you can sort of a lot of people, there might be an area that they like, but obviously that area is full. So a good option, buy that, strip it out and do it up exactly the way you want it. And it's a great way it's a good stepping stone if in the end you do want to build.
Yeah, and so from an existing property as well, you can kind of build some good capital from there as well, depending on how much you put into it, right? Yeah,
certainly. Doesn't take a lot. Well, you do a kitchen and a bathroom, it add a lot to your house, for sure.
Yeah. And, you know, obviously the one thing that if you do buy an existing property is that it is an existing property already, so you're not going to get brand new straight away. But as you say, you can get it to your standard that you want, and then, you know, go to the next step.
Yeah, you can chip away at it. So you're not having to, like, if you're building, quite often people are going to have to rent while they build, which is a huge expense. So if you buy a house, you can just chip away at each room at a time and get the final result.
Yeah. Mate, back to work tomorrow. Thanks heaps for joining us today for the Tuesday tip. Lachie Mclean from McLean Building. Plenty of good builders around the area, so don't hesitate to give them a ring. Thanks a lot, mate.
All right, thanks for having me, Rhys.
Good on you, mate. Cheers.